Sunsplash the Mix Show. I am the host. I am the DJ. I am Ja Prince. Big up to Selector Princess who is in Jamaica. She's doing her shopping. Getting ready for the Welcome to Jamrock Reggae Cruise. Today we have another DJ who has been featured on Jamrock before and is scheduled to be performing, aka he is an artist. He's a DJ. We'll get into that. His name is Collin Hines, the Captain. Welcome to the show, brother.
Big up, sorry. Respect, respect.
Let's talk about being a radio DJ, a selector, an artist with your skill set. Where do you see yourself? How do you define your turntablism?
Um, well, I'm open format as a DJ. Uh, I'm also a radio presenter, broadcaster. I think my journey began first on radio and then branched out. I mean, if I'm gonna go way back, it started when I was on campus at UWI. On campus, you know, got introduced to turntables and I hooked up with a little sound and kind of cut your teeth from there. And then came Fame FM, which is where I have been working for pretty much half of my life. And that naturally transitioned into being a club DJ, a party DJ, and a couple of artists that you hit the road with, take a few flights. So basically, I'm one of those DJs who I'm not a street DJ. I'm not a hardcore dancehall DJ. I'm a mixer.
Right.
A little scratching, a little, you know, turntable stuff, which I don't do much anymore because in our scene, it doesn't translate well to a dance floor or for people who are dancing and enjoying your music. But having the ability to do a little scratch and a little cut and so on, to do interesting things with the music, is kind of what sets me apart from some people. Yeah. So basically, that's it. It's good to have skills. It's good to have a good sense of music. It's good to have a good knowledge base of music, and it's also very important to be able to mix well and take people on a journey with music. I think that's my strength.
I like it. I like it. A professional DJ, and like you said, radio presenter. We're not going to get into the. There's a idea that a radio DJ, a club DJ, and then no Caribbean culture.
A DJ is a DJ. Yeah, man. Yeah,
A
yeah,
DJ is a DJ.
yeah. True, true. And the interesting thing is, well, we say that, but there are DJs who specialize in certain aspects of the craft. There is
Mhm.
the person who we often refer to as the selector. And
Right.
in the dancehall scene, that's the hardcore dude who toasts, who enters clashes, whose
Yeah.
skill is who may be able to do some mixing, but his emphasis
A
is
lot
not
of talking.
necessarily on that. It's his craft is storytelling and
Mm.
audience interaction with the
Wow.
music he plays, and his craft is also clashing. And I think the
Mhm.
clash DJ, the clash sound system DJ, is perhaps one of the real alpha male in the business. He may not be able to
Mm.
mix and cut and scratch as well as I am, but
Right.
in his area of using music as a weapon, people like me better stay on the sideline and take notes because that
Mhm.
is also a serious practitioner of the craft. So yeah, you have guys who specialize in, but once you're a DJ, you should be able to rock a party and play for a crowd and play for people to dance. And even the aforementioned hardcore clash DJ, he needs to have
Yeah.
that as part of his ability to be able to make people dance with music because ultimately music is about listening to bring a
Yeah.
message and to influence
Mhm.
a vibe and a mood, and equally important to get feet moving and dancing.
I love it. I love it. Let's talk about Welcome to Jamrock Reggae Cruise. More specifically, there's a lot of new people who are traveling for the first time, solo
Mm-hmm.
sailors. They're a little nervous, so they ask questions to the solo sailors group, and they're like, "Yeah, but what if it rains and then we got to go downstairs?" And there's the yeah, but you might have a DJ who knows how to pace, set the tone, get ready for a performance, and change the mood. So on
Mm-hmm.
Jamrock, you can actually fit any slot. You do the daytime, you do the after party. Talk about your experiences on Jamrock as a DJ.
Yeah, this is where being versatile and being able to fit in and adapt pays off. Jamrock, for the most part, is a reggae and dancehall music cruise, and
Right.
reggae is no longer, and I use reggae to refer to both,
Mm-hmm.
traditional reggae and dancehall. It's no longer Jamaica's music; it's the world's music. So
Yeah.
the cruise, you should hear, could hear, and I believe more importantly should hear, basically a sampling of reggae music from home, reggae music
Mm-hmm.
from the UK, where certain
Mm-hmm.
styles of our music kind of got its nourishment.
Yeah.
If you want to hear Lovers Rock, for example, you cannot escape
Mm-hmm.
England and the UK. Reggae music from Germany, reggae music from Japan, and from, because our music not only is being spawned from here in Jamaica, but from all over the world. So, what I, as a cruiser, would want to hear coming onto Welcome to Jamrock is just this a sampling and a representation of our music now, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, dating back to the 60s. Oh, hell, I would even want to hear a little ska, because
Yeah.
that too is a part of the Jamaican music experience. So I believe that Damian Marley and his partners in putting together this cruise would want for the people sailing with them to come away with having had their thirst filled with quality reggae and dancehall music. And that's what I'm hoping that we all bring to the table this year. What I'd like to see is research from myself and from the other DJs. What I'd like to see is a change, and they might beat me up for this, a change in the presentation style. Our music does not always have to be presented as if it's on a street corner in Jamaica. I've
Right.
always been one for more music and less talk, while at the same time advocating and appreciating. We're picking up the mic and
Right.
complementing the music you're playing is very essential. I have seen, not necessarily on Jamrock, but I've seen so many places where it's more talk and less music. And I'm hoping that that situation doesn't occur on Jamrock, where we allow music to be king and the
Yeah.
DJ to be the person who, facilitates the king to reign supreme, which is music.
Mhm.
So basically, I mean, in short, let's represent the decades, the eras, the
Mhm.
feel, rock steady, rockers, reggae from the 70s, the digital era,
Mhm.
dancehall from the and look, dancehall didn't just start in the 80s. When you look at the toasters of old who got on the B side, that's dancehall. So we're looking at
That's it.
dancehall from then to when it kind of ripe and became its own animal, with the Yellowmans and the Echoes coming up through the digital transition into now. So, I'd hope that as a DJ collective, after the 5 days, people would have said, yeah, we hear some tune. That's the important thing. We hear some tune. And we got a good quality um, musical experience. I think the performances
Mhm.
are always top shelf. I have
Yeah.
I'm yet to see a bad performance by any artist on Jamrock. And people come on the cruise looking forward to specific artists. I, for one, am looking forward to seeing and hearing one of the artists who I think is one of the most understated, truly amazing legends of Jamaican music who really hasn't gotten his flowers. Max Romeo. Looking forward to
Mm.
him. Yeah.
Can't forget about Errol Dunkley, Mr.
Oh, oh,
Baseline, Mr. Sibbles.
oh, hell
Jeez.
yeah. Leroy Sibbles. Yeah, man. Mr. Heptones, the original Mr.
What?
Basie. And I think that moniker, I think he
Mhm.
owns it, even though you can go through and quote a few more really great bass players who became singers, like
Yeah.
Boris Gardner, for example. But
Mhm.
Leroy Sibbles is responsible
Mm.
for rubber dubbing Jamaican music for a long
Yeah.
time, and he's still going strong. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. We love it. Let's talk about again, like you said, the cruisers who are on Jamrock. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
call them, they're like an upper echelon. Not because of the finances, but they do have an ear. And there's 47 different countries representing this year on the
Right.
cruise. So you do believe we gotta push, hey, DJ selector sound systems. You could dig a little deeper in your selection. This is a premier class of cruisers.
Yeah. I just don't expect us to play greetings followed by ribby dibby doo. But oh, hey, yeah, that's gonna happen. But there has to be more, and I'm hoping that if anybody say people don't take offense to what I'm saying, because I'm just trying to advocate for a more quality experience, and for any DJ who may see this and think, Collin Hines are going, no, no, that's not, it's not what this is about. This is about saying, oi, as somebody who's on, whenever I get a chance to play, I need to not necessarily try to carry people down an unfamiliar path, but to show that, yeah, we're putting in some work to present some great music. And I just hope that all of us, for somehow we can just get on the same page and prepare great sets for people. I forget about
There you go.
trying to play for forward, play
No.
for, yeah, for just inspiring people and giving them a great time. That's it. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. There's definitely a full ship. There's gonna be some lovers, people celebrating anniversaries,
Mm-hmm.
birthdays, reunion, retirement. So the ship is full of people. We're stopping, obviously in Falmouth. We're going to Ocho Rios. You don't have to tell me what you're doing, but just in case somebody wants to know, so Captain, where you going when we reach Falmouth? We going to the beach? You get a drink? What would you
Mm-hmm.
suggest someone should do on our two stops?
Well, for the folks who are from other countries, not from Jamaica, Jamaicans perhaps will jump off this ship for a couple hours. Some of us, I've never really jumped off. But yeah, get into the towns, get into Falmouth, the time limit you have. Get a sense of Jamaica. It's part of the tour. Ocho Rios is also a great spot. Just come off, see what's going on, smell some Jamaican air, go get a bite to eat, go buy something, and
Yeah.
come back onto the ship on time and get ready for great music and great performances. For the folks who are coming on for the first time, this is Welcome to Jamrock is really a special,
Mm.
really special event. There's no police to look off, nothing. The sharks aren't going to call the neighbors to say we're being disturbed. We are on a floating hotel where
Mm.
nobody is complaining to the manager that the music is too loud. And maximize your pleasure on this ship. Soak up the music, soak up the experience, because you work hard, save your money, and a lot of
Yeah.
regular people are on that cruise who are not multimillionaires, but they hear about this thing and save their money, and they come on and just to get the experience. So we're hoping, you know, that all involved can provide a quality experience. There's a lot of things to do. There's the performances, the parties, the dances on the promenade. There's Jamrock Radio. I think I'm going to be doing some of that too. And there's a couple of several DJs. I know like Specs the Boss, Shawnee B is probably going to do a set. I'm going to do
Yeah.
some, possibly Nikki Z, who's one of the hosts. Who knows, Bambino and some of the other people may end up being on Jamrock Radio. So that too is something, if you're in your room, turn on the intercom, turn on the radio, because
Yeah.
that is where one of the places where you hear some wicked tune up play. Yeah, so
Love it. We love it. We just spoke to the captain, Collin Hines, officially the captain. Now, Damien's a good captain. So, where do we listen to you in Jamaica every other day?
all right. So here in Jamaica, I am on the only station that I've worked with, which is Fame FM. It's on 95. It's on the 95 band, 95.1,
All of them.
0.3, 0.5, 0.7, 0.9. And there's also the Fame 95 dot some. There's a Fame app. Go to Google search Fame 95 and it will take you. You can actually watch people in the studio, stream the audio, see everything that's going on. I am currently specifically on a Wednesday from
Mhm.
5 p.m. Jamaica Eastern time, where Wednesday is one of our popular days. It's Retroactive Wednesday. So my show is from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., playing old school. I'm also on a Friday morning with a team of people for something called Full House Friday. That's 5 a.m. to 9
Ooh,
a.m., where we talk, play music, discuss things,
jokes.
jokes and all sort of arms hoes keep up. My other specific show is on a Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. where that's where I play new stuff, current stuff, dancehall, reggae, pop, EDM, hip hop, R&B, you name it. From time to time, you could hear me just running for a week at a specific time, depending on the station's needs. I am also the company's music director.
Mhm.
So basically, on a daily basis, I kind of have my hands full, assessing content, making decisions, music, programming stuff, and all of that and all of that. So it's kind of like a full scale job where sometimes I'm in office. A lot of times it makes more sense to work from home, as I've been doing since morning. So yeah, that's it where Fame is concerned. I also do uh uh bi-week no it's a what is it fortnightly 1 hour mix presentation for a completely different market, far removed from the Jamaican landscape, which is Bob Marley's Sirius XM. I do every other week. It's a quick 1 hour mix of all sort of different reggae and
Reggae.
dancehall and some mixes and flips and all sort of something. But that's on Bob Marley's Tough Gong Radio, which also ties into Welcome to Jamrock because it's all one big set. But that's a different space altogether, which is where we try to share the content.
Very
Yep.
commendable. Like you said, your hands are full and you love it because it's usually full of music and vinyl. Salute to your library behind you. Next time we get to have a conversation, not a conversation, about that vinyl to digital transition and how the internet is working with the Twitch and
Oh
the
yeah.
streaming and how you
Yeah,
feel
man,
about those
that's
things.
that's interesting. This is a part of it. A lot of the music is in storage somewhere else, but these are, I had to make a decision, keep a certain set here. Oftentimes I'm running to the storeroom to go pull out a record. But yeah, I still, the turntables are here. We use it mostly for digital purposes because, Serato, what's this called? This thing called Phase. And
Yeah.
yeah, so when I'm streaming on Twitch, which I do, I'm really now only streaming steadily on a Sunday morning, ironically, playing soul music.
Hmm.
But I hope to get back some more active days on the platform playing a lot of reggae and dancehall music. When I stream, it's all digital. Occasionally, I'll do a vinyl set, pull off some records, take these off, and put the head shell on the turntable and play some vinyl. So because you have to keep doing that to not lose. I see a lot of kids nowadays, them playing and their eyes are completely glued to the computer. They don't even have a headset because all they're doing is matching waveforms and not realizing you're hurting your innate skills as a DJ. There you go. They never take their eyes off the computer, and you really and truly mix with your ears. So occasionally I pull down some records just to keep starting a YouTube channel soon to put some content. Me and my MC, my partner in crime, who is DJ Lincoln, who is a youth who kind of buys into the philosophy of, he's also a DJ, but whenever we work together, he toasts and tries to avoid the pitfall of over talking the music, which so you will see him alongside me on the ship, and we try to keep it not stush, but we don't take it to that grimy level, to kind of keep it somewhere in the midway where he complements the music and not over talk. And I think for Jamrock, that's kind of like a perfect feel. You don't want to hear every second somebody cutting the song while you're trying to step to the beat and just talk, everything with kind of discretion. And in if you scratch too much, you spoil the food. If you play the song too long, you spoil the food. If you talk too much, you also spoil it. If your sound effects and han and pa too much, you also spoil the food. Everything in its right dosage makes for a quality meal, because basically as DJ, each time you open your computer, I cook up something I serve to people. And so so big ups to my partner in crime, DJ Lincoln, who is that's his thing. More music, less talk, just enough talk to keep the vibe. That's how we do it. Yeah. So he and I are going to be doing a YouTube channel. We're from right here. We like maybe spin some 15-minute segments of music, and we do it thing natural, easy, because people have short attention spans. They don't want to watch for too long. So go into some things. So that's coming.
That is it. That is it. Always progressing and always offering more content, like you said, to these platforms. We will see you and your partner in crime on the Jamrock cruise. Last question before we let you move forward. Some people talk about team no sleep. I am team take a nap. What do you feel? Do you try to stay up the whole night or what?
Well, I'm in my grown man. I'm a grown man. I'm in my grown man stage, and I haven't started to fall apart yet. You know why? Because I respect the body's need for rest. So for all the cruisers, strategize.
Yes.
You have to get in some sleep. And there is a temptation on Welcome to Jamrock to party all night, but pick your spots and get some rest in between. If you are strong enough to only manage or to survive on 3 or 4 hours, then hey, go ahead. Try to soak up all the experiences. But I know that, I want to at least lock in each night of the cruise about 5 hours of sleep at some point. Get some sleep. But there is not a shortage of entertainment on Welcome to Jamrock. There's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of things to see, even though we're on a ship. But like I said, it's almost like a floating hotel. So be prepared for that. Sleep.
Thanks to God for taking the time, Sir Captain Collin Hines.
Respect, brother. See you on the boat, man. See you on the ship.